Hello Libra, Elsie here to do a weekly reading for you. It is a reading for the week ahead, Libra. The sneak peek is already out. I will connect it at the end of this video so you can see that if you missed the weekly energies, but this reading is for the week ahead. How you doing, Libra? Hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you do have a placement that is Sun, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, something here might be here for you. This is a general reading. Please keep that in mind as you're watching, and it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what's yours. Leave the rest for someone else who it might resonate with. Tell me about Libra and this 9-card draw for the week ahead. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. We've got the 5 of Cups, Libra. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, and we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Libra, it feels like you're in a bit of a wobble right now, that maybe you don't feel as even or leveled or balanced as usual. It feels like it might be an emotional disruption, an emotional wobble. It feels like with this 4 of Pentacles here, that you might be, look at this here, we got 3 Pentacles on one side and we got the 4th Pentacle here. I'm going to say that it does feel like that there is something here that's very practical to you. It feels like it's a group or probably a friendship group, maybe. It feels like it's very practical, very planned, maybe only get together during planned functions. This could be work. I feel like you're holding on really tightly to making some sort of decision that you feel if you don't make the decision, you're going to really regret it. So I feel like this has to do with a partnership. So whether this is somebody that you work with, or this is a group of people, community, maybe they're a friend of a friend, it feels like this is what's involved. The Ace of Pentacles is what's involved here. And you're wondering if this is worth making a decision to invest here. Is it worth making an investment in this group of people? It feels like if I don't make the decision about whether I make the investment or not, it feels like poor planning, poor timing. I don't know. It feels like we got a couple of Capricorn energies here. Feels like something, is in a wobble. It feels a little bit wobbly. And it feels like it's because it feels quite emotional to you. And you don't want to be in emotional regret if you don't make this decision. If you don't get yourself in order and make this decision, it feels like you've been holding back making this decision for some reason. We've got the Sun. Okay, so we've got the Star in the reverse in the center of the read. Now, the center of the read is the heart of the matter. It feels like it doesn't matter what decision I make. There's no hope this isn't going to work. The Sun is here, though. Something is yet to be revealed to you, so just don't jump ahead, I'm going to say. Don't jump to conclusions. And I think you're feeling this Star in the reverse because you're feeling like maybe your manifestations aren't coming in, nothing is working for you. It feels like I got to get better organized, I got to stop wobbling. We've got the Page of Swords. You're very curious about whether something will or will not work out. I feel that you won't have to guess for much longer because I feel like the Sun is going to come out and is going to reveal something to you. That definitely feels like you're living in your head. It feels as though you are holding on to some information. Maybe you know something that other people don't know, or maybe you know something I don't know, I'm going to say, because it feels like somebody here is holding on to information, or is maybe looking up information, but you don't understand, Elsie. I saw what I saw. Like, it feels like that. Well, let me get to what I'm getting to here. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, and we've got the 10 of Cups. So it does feel like that we're dealing in time, effort, energy, money, but we do have the 3 of Coins here. So it feels like something that maybe you're currently building feels like it's in a bit of a wobble. It feels like I've manifested this for so long, but I just don't think it's going to work out for me because the Star is giving me no hope. Something's not working. I don't feel like it's working very well. Maybe I don't have enough information. Well, I think if you feel like you don't have enough information, it feels like that information is about to show up. I feel like you're feeling emotionally like something is not going to work out, or that you're going to be in regret if you don't make some type of decision. It's interesting, I was talking about the 3 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles because then the 3 of Pentacles showed up here. I'm going to say that this decision, Two of Pentacles, that you're wobbling on, it feels very serious. So it might be a decision about committing to something, committing to a job, committing to a person, committing to an idea, because the Page of Swords is here, committing to a contract. Maybe you're supposed to have an answer by now as to whether or not you're going to sign a contract, and you haven't made that decision yet. There is something here that's building, and it feels like it's got a pretty firm foundation. I feel like you're quite organized with your emotions. There is something here that's going to end up in the Ten of Cups, but it almost feels like you're holding on to, I don't have enough information. Why do I feel like I'm in a wobble? This is not my wish fulfillment. This is not it. Why isn't it working? I feel like you are close to a network of people or a group of people, maybe a community. It feels like you trust them, this group of people. If we're talking about a group at all, it feels like you trust this partnership. You trust the people that you know, that they might be saying to you, hey, don't worry about it. Don't be so firm on making a decision right now. Stop jumping to conclusions. I think when the sun comes out, you're going to realize that maybe you've been too firm on making a decision right now. This does feel like a firm foundation or something that's quite serious, though. Let's get to the sun and we'll find out what's going on. But first we'll clarify what the Two of Pentacles is about. Oh, you know what? Before that, we're going to put down 2 cards to see what's underneath the surface that you just can't see quite yet. We've got the World card here. And we've got the Queen of Cups. This feels like decision day. I'm just thinking about a movie that I saw. Yeah, it was something about victory day, game day, decision day. It was all about making the final decision, and the whole movie built up to the end of that. It feels like there's no more time left. I'm going to say once we make the decision, there's no more time left. And this seems like something that is deeply emotional for you. It's a really big decision, a deeply emotional decision. Let's talk about the Two of Pentacles here. What's the decision? What are we talking about here? And why are you wobbling? I don't think I have all the information yet, possibly. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Hermit energy. And we have the Five of Wands. So I feel as though you're fighting yourself, or there's an internal battle going on about some indecision. I feel like you've been in Hermit energy, or you've been inside yourself. Whether you're amongst other people or not, it feels like you're otherwise preoccupied about what direction to go. It feels like with the Two of Pentacles that you can pick one way or the other, or you can make one decision or another. But when you make it, it feels like it's so serious that once you make it, you're committed to it, because the Hierophant is here. And that is very serious energy. That's Capricorn. It's like I should have all the details by now and my decision made. It might be about whether you're quitting a job and going into business. I feel like this is it's a decision that you've been thinking about for quite some time, and it feels like you still haven't reached a resolution as to how to decide, because you're in this spirit of indecision and beating yourself up over not being perfect about something. We've got Virgo all over the place here, right? We got a couple of Virgos, and it feels like you're not organized enough. I don't have I have the confidence to do it or to say it, but I'm battling myself because maybe I don't have the right, maybe I don't have enough light, maybe I'm not spiritual enough. You start short changing yourself on something, even though you have worked really hard on yourself, inside and outside, like to exhaustion. Tell me about the sun. What's the sun revealing? Should I invest in this foundation? There's something here that you're holding on to really tightly, a thought pattern, possibly information that you're trying to dig up or you have dug up. Tell me about the sun. We've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like you must be flexible on your investment. So it could be something about money. It could be about a job. You're investing in something or at the beginning of something. And it feels like the type of investment you make is going to be what is going to transform everything or change everything. So it feels like I know I have to be flexible. Tell me more about the Sun. What's the Sun revealing? The Four of Cups. It feels like you think somebody's going to reject the offer. I'm trying to be flexible. Somebody might reject the offer. Maybe the offer isn't enough. The Sun being here tells me what's going to be revealed to you is I think that you're giving enough. So maybe it might be that you're trying to buy a house, or it feels like it feels like maybe there's a price war going on. It feels like I got to really be flexible in the amount that I go up or down, or how I'm going to begin this new path. I got to be really flexible about. It feels like you're trying to convince yourself that I've got to be more flexible about rocking my balance just a little bit. But it feels like what the Sun is revealing here is that this really isn't rejection you're worried about. You're worried about coming outside of your comfort zone. So the Sun is revealing the Four of Cups. And to me, that can feel like rejection. If you have to go outside your comfort zone, you're automatically scared that somebody's going to see you in a type of way that would mortify you. So I feel like you're feeling like your investment might not be enough, or that this having to step into this new pathway is a little bit terrifying, because you're going to have to be really flexible. The Sun is revealing that you're going to have to be flexible with how you invest. Whew. Okay, you're exhausting my mind already. Libra, tell me about the Page of Swords. There's something here that you have been eyeing up, I will say. There is, it feels like you've been watching something from a distance, really watching with detail here. Tell me about the Page of Swords. You've been observing something from a distance. The Nine of Wands is here. We've got the Moon. Oh, okay. I think I'm feeling exhausted because I think you are. Libra, I think you're trying to make a decision about something, but you're trying to catch yourself in the pitfalls before the pitfalls come. A lot of the time, I will get people who come to me and say, well, just tell me if this is the person or not. If it's not, I won't spend time on them. But I will never tell somebody that, because we all need our karma. And our karma is lessons. If I tell you, no, don't go that way, then you may not get the lessons that you need in order to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish 5 years up the road. So it feels as though there is something you've been observing. And it feels as though I could possibly get really hurt or be exhausted financially if I don't make the right decision. So the Hangman has you in pause in the Moon energy, because you don't know what the result's going to be or what the outcome is going to be. I feel like you just stop. It feels like I'm when you feel overwhelmed, those of you, when you feel overwhelmed, you sit on the sofa and you do nothing. That's what it feels like. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed by not knowing what the outcome is going to be, and it's exhausting me. I feel like you're mentally exhausted because the Page is here, because you're trying to look at all aspects of the situation and make the absolute, completely correct decision. I don't want to make a mistake. It feels like perfection, right? Virgo. It feels like I got to make the perfect decision. So I feel like you're hanging here, looking at something with a different point of view, observing something, hoping you can find the outcome. But I feel like you're mentally exhausting yourself, going round and round and round about making a decision. Tell me why the Three of Pentacles is here. Gosh, it just doesn't ever make sense to me. And that's why I sound sometimes like I'm trying to give you more and more detail. It's not supposed to make sense to me, though. It's supposed to make sense to you. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. We got the King of Swords. Oh, very interesting. The Seven of Swords shows up. And then the Judgment card. Okay. So it has a feeling of, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to have to go through this again. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to have to think about this again. It feels like the Three of Pentacles might be a foundation. It might be a group it might be a foundation you're beginning, like maybe a foundation where maybe you give money to other charities. It feels like somebody here, you want to know if you can trust the foundation that you've built, or you want to know if you can trust the partnership that you've built. Because the Three of Pentacles can be either one of those things. And the King of Swords is here. Cynical, right? Honest, truthful, got all the details, got all the facts, but very cynical that something won't go wrong. We got the Seven of Swords here, and I say that something won't go wrong because with the Seven of Swords here, it feels like something's looming underneath the surface, and you want to make sure that you make the right decision or choice, because first of all, you have the final word on whatever goes on here, and second of all, because you don't want to have to do this again. The Judgment card is here saying this is showing up one more time, and maybe you pushed it away last time, maybe you weren't ready to make the decision. But when the Judgment card shows up, it's asking you to make a decision, but this decision puts you on a completely different path from where you are. And now I see why you're being so serious and so careful and trying to, like, exhausting yourself thinking out all the details. I don't know what the outcome is. It feels like you're in this bit of a wobble about feeling like indecision. If I make the wrong decision, I could end up in a lot of competition, which could maybe flatten my business. The Nine of Pentacles is here. So it does really feel like a decision you have to make with precision, because whatever decision you make could make or break it, right? Because the World card is here. Because honestly, the World card is the end of the chapter and then the new one starts. But the World card can be an accomplishment or a milestone. Accomplishments or milestones can be the World card. It can also be something about moving across the world. I'm not really sure if that's the right thing I should do. This isn't my wish fulfillment, but it showed up as an opportunity, and I wonder if I should take that opportunity. But it's way outside my comfort zone. So the World card could be the end of something, so something else could begin, but it can also be an accomplishment or a milestone. It could also be something that you have been approaching for a really long time, that you've just got to make a decision about, because now is the time. It feels like that whatever this is deeply emotional. It's a little bit thrilling, but also deeply emotional. So we've got the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords is saying, look, make the decision that's the most truthful and honest to you. The one that will keep you in your balance. It's time to liberate yourself and stop worrying about who's watching. Stop worrying about who's observing you. Stop worrying about how they feel about how you feel. The Queen of Swords is saying, look, I've got to liberate myself. I've just got to be really honest with you about what I'm doing from here. And it may not include them. And that may be why you're scared that you might hurt someone. But it's going to lead you to your Ten of Cups. It's going to lead you to your happiness. But I feel like in making this decision that's best for you, you might hurt someone else that's holding on to you really tightly, or someone that you're holding on to. Look, we're going to go into the extended and dispel what's going on here. If you want to come into the extended, please do that. Please look at the pinned comment that is above all the comments, and you will see that there's a link there for the membership, which is where I do all the extendeds. So please click on that link if you'd like to join the membership. And if you're interested in a private reading, please click on the link to Hypsee. I do pre-recorded readings, and if you click on the link to Hypsee, you will see all the packages and pricings. I do 3-month reads, I do 6-month reads, I do 1 question, 3 questions, whatever it is that you like. Also, if you're interested in having a live reading, I'm also doing live readings, and they are all on sale at this time. So please click on the link to Hypsee and take a look at my packages there, and also when I'm going to be available and online. You'll have to pre-book your appointment. I'm going to go for now, and if you want to be in the extended, you know how to find us. I'm going to go there, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Thank you, Libra, for being here and watching. I appreciate you so much. Thanks. Bye-bye.